Indigenous Round's a huge round, not just for Indigenous players but for everyone in general. I think it just shows how important the game is to Indigenous players. It's been in our pastime, and it's just a chance for us to show us how much we appreciate it. It's for our families, it's for our communities, it's not just for us, it's for everyone that's involved.
Just personally, what's it mean for you to play at a club like Port that's got such a, I guess, proud history of Indigenous players from Gavin, Byron, the Burgoynes?
Yeah, I suppose it's a massive inspiration to have those guys beforehand. I suppose they let the path for me to be able to play right now and to have the opportunity to play this round, and I suppose play for them and play for the guys, our elders and everything.
What about the ongoing work that the club does for Indigenous communities and communities in general? What does that mean for you?
Yeah, the club does a massive involvement with our Power Cup, which is this Friday. We've got 35 schools now, about over 360 students involved, so we try and give back to everything and suppose put a pathway for them to do well and success with not just footy but life in general.
You've been in pretty good form. Do you reckon the boots can make you play even better?
I don't know much the boots make me play better. It might make me look a bit better, but no, they're pretty flashy and I'm pretty happy with them at the moment, yeah.
And your form, I mean, you had a strong start to the season the first few games, but you've kept that going. What's the secret to that?
I think it's just trying to a bit of confidence and just playing my role with the team. I think if I play my role, I think you get rewarded as the footy gods, I suppose.
Just on Jake Neade, he's obviously going to miss this week. Rested yourself into your second year in the system. How much easier is it, if you can call it that, to be a bit more mature in your body, a bit more up to the rigours?
I think it's just the extra pre-season. I think, Jake, I know how hard it is as a first-year player. I was lucky enough to get subbed a few times, and that helped me get through the whole season. So I think this break will help him in his development for the rest of the season. Do
you notice the difference now, though, having been in the system a bit longer?
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely notice the difference. I think your body gets used to it. Yeah, the recovery's a lot quicker, and I suppose you just get to know your body a lot easier.
Joe, what's been the focus for Port this week in trying to turn your form around?
I think it's again just our defence. I think we're just trying to bring the pressure and make sure they don't get easy kicks through the middle and trying to put the pressure on them and make sure that the man on the mark is putting as much pressure as we can.
So what have you identified for your slow starts? Any particular reason?
Our slow starts, our first 10 minutes have been normally pretty good. But again, it's our second half of the first quarters which we need to concentrate on. I think it's a bit of structure, and we'll try and keep on top of that. And they haven't been the best in their first quarters either this year.
You've lost 3 in a row. How big does this game become now, just to turn things around?
Every game's a big game, but I think this game especially, because it's we're coming off of three losses in a row, it's a great opportunity to be back at our home deck and have the advantage that way.
How daunting, Chad, is Geelong, given they're coming off the loss and they've won their first 7 games? How tough an opponent do you expect them to be?
They've been a tough opponent for several years now, and they'll be very tough again. But again, at our home deck, we believe we can beat anyone.
How much of a concern? They've got obviously some very good tall forwards, and with Jackson out, you're sort of a man down in the defence. Like, how big a focus and issue is that this week for you guys?
It's been a big focus, but again, we back our 6-on-6. It's not just our individual performances, it's mainly just the back 6 and a whole 18 defence to try and stop them.
Is it up to all the individuals that have sort of put on their own back this week and really make it stand?
I think some people will. It's definitely one of those rounds to step up. But again, it's a complete team effort, and I think that's what's going to get us over the line if we 18 men play defence, play offence and stick to our structure.
So as an individual, what do you do anything differently this week at all?
No, I try not to do anything different. I think it's just mainly stick to the structures, play my role, nothing out of the ordinary, and just trying to play a team thing.
How much are you guys missing Jacko down back?
Jacko's a massive input. He's definitely got the leadership skills. He definitely has that presence in the back line, but we've got guys that can step into that role, and even guys in SNFL playing some key games, so hopefully they can step up and do the job again like Jacko would.
Is the confidence still in the group? Are you starting to doubt yourself at all? Or?
No, definitely not doubting ourselves. We've got the belief in where we're going. We definitely have confidence in every game that we come into. It doesn't matter who we're playing against or where we are. So it doesn't matter what 18 we have out there, we definitely believe that we can win.
You just mentioned you wouldn't want to do anything different this week just because you're playing Geelong. Is consistent preparation, do you find that relates pretty sort of specifically to consistent form on the field as well?
You definitely got to change your game a little bit, but I think it's mainly just consistent and playing your role. I think your role might change every week. So whatever that role is, you play it and do what you can for the team, because in the end, an 18-man team is going to win, not 18 individuals.
But in terms of your personal preparation for games, do you just keep that exactly the same no matter who you're playing?
I think so. I think I keep it pretty much the same. I think I tweak it a little bit, depends on if I've got a job or depends what my role is. But in terms of most of it, it's pretty much the same.
Is there a feeling of extra urgency now, having been a few defeats in a row among the players?
I think we're all pretty urgent to get a win, but again, our time will come. I think we're just going to make sure we do the same things every week, trying to put pressure on our defence, and it will come. It will turn around, and we're just waiting for that barrel to start rolling.
Thanks, Jetty.